Hey kids, the program you're about to listen to contains some adult situations, adult language, themes, and other adult topics. If you're easily offended, this show's not for you.
Naughty Pops. Are you looking for lollipops with adult shapes for any special occasion? Bachelor, bachelorette parties, gag gifts, and more? They have tons of gourmet flavors that are shipped right to your door. Order yours today at www.naughtypopsnow.etsy.com and tell them Crazy Truth sent you.
Hey, you crazy motherfuckers, welcome back.
Oh, shit, I forgot a dog was working.
Hey, you crazy motherfuckers, welcome back to another edition of Crazy Truth. This is episode 18. That's right, I fucking remembered. I'm the host with the most. Yay. I am Cole, here with the lovely Miss Amanda.
I'm like, are you going to forget my name or
Maybe.
what? Hey.
All right.
Dork.
All right, so we're ready to roll. Okay.
You forgot my name.
It's my first day. Mm-hmm. Episode 1 for Cole. All right, so we're going to start off like we usually do.
And it's not like it's even a nickname.
Amanda? No.
It's my real name.
It is. You want a nickname?
No.
Are you sure?
No, you'll come up with something weird.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, you
Maybe
will.
it'll be awesome. Maybe you'll want it like to start wearing it around. I'm just saying. I'm throwing out ideas. We're keeping the show fresh. We'll come up with new names. Next week we'll have nicknames. What could possibly go wrong? All right, so what are we doing? Oh yeah, we're starting sex stories.
Did you forget what you were talking about?
I'm already confused.
Lost your mind today.
I'm dazed and confused, kids. All right, so picture, if you will, we're going to be in the great state of Ohio. So this last week, a bar in Ohio, let's see what's the name of this bar. It is Sharky's, got busted. They lost their liquor license after a 4-month undercover investigation by the Food and Drug Administration. They were able to determine that the bar was accepting food stamps for drugs and lap dances. Now, not just any type of drugs, illegal drugs, the good hardcore drugs, like coke and heroin and smack, all that kind of crap, meth, and lap dances. So they determined that there was over $2,400 of food stamps exchanged. I don't know exactly how many food stamps it takes to get a lap dance. Just out of curiosity.
Was it a strip club to begin with?
It was an adult. It was an adult entertainment club. So yes, it was a strip club.
It was a strip club.
It was a strip club. Now here's what's really awesome with it. So
there were some really hungry strippers.
No doubt. So the nice thing is they lost their liquor license. But here's what's really funny. This is the second strip club in Ohio recently to be busted for this. That's right, not one, but two. So when you go to Ohio, the great thing is that you can actually take and bring your EBT card, because obviously if you find the right one, you can get lap dances.
There has to be a loophole somewhere if they're even.
Well, there's some sort of hole.
Because most of it's.
How do you stuff those down the G-strings? I'm just throwing this out there.
Okay, when we were younger, you'd go, "Oh, just run that card."
Yeah, no, that slide down the slot, sweep. Yeah. So there you go. So when you go to Ohio, that's yeah.
I mean, how?
Look, we're paying with Monopoly. You know what I want to do now? I want to go there, but I want to go with Monopoly money. So, and that's my thing, because they're not going to be able to see the difference. Monopoly money. It is what it is. I'm all over it.
They're a totally different size and color.
I don't know what Ohio
Here's the pink one.
Get out of jail free card. Okay. So there you go.
There has to be... everything is digital nowadays, where you like slide cards and whatever the case may be. So
look, here's what I think is funny. It took 4 months to figure it out. A 4-month investigation. Just saying. Whatever.
How does that pay the bar's bills? Well, whatever.
It pays for hors d'oeuvres on Friday. Happy hour snacks. Just saying. All right. So moving right along. So we're going to go into. We got a couple of really good questions for you today. So we've got a couple of really good questions today for you. First one. This one comes to us from Deb. She asked me not to say where from. Okay. And this is a neat one. This is a little bit different. We get some of the coolest questions. Do swingers, once you become swingers, look at the public differently? Like, whoa, I'd really jump their bones. Like, does it change your perspective on how you look at people in the lifestyle? Or no, not lifestyle. How you look at vanillas? Have you ever thought about that? Seriously.
No.
It doesn't, you don't, so you say no, it doesn't change anything at all.
No, because before we were swinging, I'd go, ooh, look at that, look at that, look at that.
Okay, you would to a degree, but here's the thing. You didn't always with girls. You would a little bit. Like, she's cute. But it changes a little bit different when now it's, ooh, I'd fuck her. That's different. That's changed. Yeah, just a little bit.
I don't know.
It has. Well, here's the thing. Would you try to flirt? Would you flirt more with somebody at a vanilla bar now because you're in the lifestyle?
No.
Oh, what? Bullshit. You wouldn't flirt with somebody more in a vanilla bar now.
I'm not. I can't.
You've
flirt.
never wanted to convert anybody.
No, I've always been afraid to approach people unless I know who they are or I know of them or something.
You have flirted more in a vanilla bar. I've witnessed this.
With who?
I didn't know their fucking name. They were a vanilla bar. You flirt. You're a little more flirty. You're more flirty. It does. I think it does change your perspective just a little bit. I think it absolutely changes it because you're more free with your sexuality, right? We're now doing stuff that we never did before. So you're more free with your sexuality. So in turn, what happens is how you look at other people. Now it's not just a joke. Now it's not like, hey, look at her, she's kind of cute. No, now it's like, hey, check that out. And you're more apt to actually check it out. You definitely are, because here's the thing. Before we were in the lifestyle, you weren't doing girls.
No.
So now, okay, so think about that. Does that cause you to look at it a little bit different?
A little bit.
A little bit. So see, there you go. So that's just it, a little bit. So it will alter it a scotch. Not a ton. I mean, it's not like all of a sudden you're just like, you become like 70s porn guy and all of a sudden you go from like shy and no confidence, just walking up, hey baby. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't go it doesn't work like that. I mean, for most people. But we're not big on converting. Converting? Yeah, have you heard the good news? Let me tell you about the good news, my penis. All right, have you heard about the good news? Your vagina, is that better? So, I mean, we're not necessarily really big. We haven't done a lot of attempting to convert vanillas. Maybe that's something we need to do. We're missing a prime opportunity to find out if the power of the swinger in us can like exclude? No, can just goo out on people. I don't know.
I don't know. I've never felt like I could just go out.
Squirt.
I never felt like I could just go up to somebody and go, ooh, would you be interested in both of us?
No, but as a chick, you knew all the way through ever since you were younger, you could walk and go, ooh, you want to fuck? You did it with me when we met. Yeah.
I didn't say, do you want to fuck?
At one point in time that night, yes, you didn't say, oh, you
no,
want to fuck. You
I said, are you going to kiss me or not?
Yeah. Okay, so you were a little shy, or you didn't say you were going to fuck.
So
but
it took
like,
us several hours to get to our one night stand.
I was trying to be nice. I was looking at the pictures that you were showing me. You did everything that way. So if you could do that with me before a swinger, now you couldn't walk up and tell a chick, hey, what up?
No. I don't approach women unless I know that they're bi.
Don't you have a sensor for that?
Huh?
Don't you have a sensor for that?
No. No. No.
Don't do that. Okay, if you have enough drinks, you do. Maybe I've only seen it when we've had cocktails. When I'm drunk, I'll talk to anybody, regardless, and I'll flirt.
The only vanilla girl that has come up to me, or that we were like, "Wow, she's hot," and ended up, but she knew what we did.
Yeah.
And she's the one that made the move.
And it was the move being, I'm ready.
No, she took me into the bathroom and
kissed you, and then she came out and said they're ready.
Yes.
And that's the night that I fulfilled 2 bucket list items. Because she was one of the bucket list items. She was one of the bucket list items. And remember, there was that one hotel that I grew up in. It was like the 70s. It's a 70s like totally porn hotel. It went through multiple. It was known as the Cheaters Hotel. It had been there. It's been there for 50 years, and we went to that hotel. And so that I fulfilled too. And I was so fucking tired for work the next day.
Well, because you only got an hour.
I literally got an hour's sleep. It was the best night of my life. We still have pictures of that too.
Yes,
you do. I don't. I lost my phone, fuckers. Anyway, so you don't think so? What you're saying is no, it doesn't change your perspective on people. Being a swinger hasn't. Well, now wait a minute. It's given you more confidence.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that respect, yes, it does. It doesn't necessarily change how you approach or how much you will approach people, but I think it gives you more confidence if you're approached. If you were to be approached by a vanilla dude at a bar, okay, some buff young dude, whatever, and he's like, "Hey, baby," you would be more apt to fucking turn that on and start flirting with that, I think. Don't you?
I don't know. On one of the social media platforms that I'm on, I will post a picture, and one guy that is vanilla, well, I think he is, that used to go and listen to the same band we do. I haven't told you about this. He'll go, "Oh, you're still sexy as hell."
Okay.
I'm like, well, you never hit on me in the bar.
Well, he's hitting on you now.
He was always flipping hammered.
Well, what are you doing with that now?
Nothing.
Why?
Because I'm not interested.
Oh, well, okay. I'm like going, what?
I was just caught off guard. I was just like...
Okay, so wait.
He'd get drunk, and there's a time or two he'd trip over his feet and fall on the ground.
That's right. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Do you know who I'm talking
I know who you're
about
talking
now?
about. Yeah, okay. But he still texts you?
Huh?
He still texts you?
He'll comment on my pictures.
There you go. See? So there's more confidence. Okay, so yes, it affects confidence. So I think what this really boils down to is if you haven't tried swinging and you have confidence issues, try swinging.
Yeah.
I think it'll help you in every aspect of your life. It's made me more confident in job interviews and stuff.
It shows you that even if you have body image issues, that there's always somebody that's going to find you attractive.
You know the biggest thing it's done for me?
What?
It's made me look at more people and go, "Oh, maybe I got a chance." Seriously, I think you can read more into it.
Yeah.
I don't think she's just bending over to pick up that piece of paper that she actually dropped. I think that she actually legitimately just wants to show me her cleavage. Well, my brain thinks that way. Now I don't actually follow through and be like, "Hey," and I'm not like throwing stuff on the ground to see.
Gave you a better chance to chick at work that you used to work with.
Oh yeah.
It was vanilla, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Like y'all didn't sneak off into a room making out a time or two.
What? What? Are we talking about which one?
The last place.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah, it took me a minute. Yeah, I forgot about that one. We did sneak off a couple times. Yeah, we did. That's all right. I'm like going, wait a minute,
help
what?
Me find this form?
No, that's right. Yeah, I knew right where that form was. Right in my pants. Well, that's because we found out that she was pseudo lifestyle.
She used to be.
She used to be, and she wants to be again. And I'm happy to help. I'm a beacon, a guiding light. That's what I am. Is a guiding light. We need to take and do that more. We need to try this out. We need to try our swinger light out more, and see if we can be like the Pied Pipers of vanillas to bring them over to the swinger side.
Go for it.
Oh yeah, like that's gonna work with me.
It's not going to work for me. I don't have the guts to go up to somebody. Well,
really? I bet we can find. Yeah, a couple of cocktails, and you're leading the parade.
Yeah, I usually start the boss people around.
The thing is we should try it. That should be our goal. The next time we go out, we're gonna take and try it. We're gonna go out and we're gonna do that. We're gonna see how many vanillas we convert. Everybody out there, send us your stories of how many vanillas you've converted. There we go.
There are some that have converted quite a lot.
I know. So there you go. So yes, it can affect it somewhat. All right, moving right along. Okay, so the next question. We only have 2 questions tonight because this next question is a little more in depth, I think.
Yes.
Okay, but it's a really important one, especially coming up on the Halloween season. And the question, this one came from Not yet. It'll be midway through this one. We'll do the second half. Do you have any tips for using social media? This one came to us from B down in Texas. So, do you have any tips for using social media? I wasn't able to get a hold of him to find out if there was something specific. So, we're going to tackle this kind of a broad issue since social media
issue.
Since social media has become more and more and more and more major and important.
Right.
And how you use it and if it's effective or not. Right? Because the biggest knock is that, okay, everybody's there's all these pay sites, right? Rock on. And then there's free sites, and then there's Twitter, and then there's Instagram and Snapchat, and then there's dating sites. So it's all the stuff of how do you use it, how do you make it effective? And I think the reality of it is, first and foremost, any site is only as effective as it's user error if you're not getting anything off of it. Okay, so you have to start with that. So you have to think a little bit about when you're using social media, because I don't think people understand that you can come across everything that you can come across in person. You can do the same thing in social media. So you can come across as needy. You can come across as desperate. You can come across as really nice. You can come across as overbearing. All those same things. You can do that exact same thing on social media. It's not just hiding behind your keyboard.
Right.
Okay? So and people don't think about that when they're doing things. They absolutely have no thought process when they're doing this. So they just go, well, I can say whatever and it's okay. If it's on the internet, it must be true. We. Right? So when we start with it, okay, let's start with the big one, okay, the really big one, and the main one everybody cares about. That would be the conglomerate FB. I'm not going to say their full name. They're not sponsoring us. Okay. This is one, and obviously, so for people that don't know, we have a huge secret page on there. So we deal with it, so we see all this all the time. This is one where, okay, first and foremost, if you're going to be on a group on one of these pages, look at what type of group it is. There is open, there is closed, and then there is secret. Okay, so we just last night stories about someone that put a really whole bunch of personal information. They were in a group that was open. What does an open group mean? It means anybody can see. It will come up and say that you are a part of that group, and anybody can look at it.
Anytime you comment on or put a post on their page, it shows up on your own page. Yep. That you posted to this page.
Yeah.
Or in the news feed.
Yeah. So you want to be sure that if you're going to do something that's like,
you probably shouldn't out your husband that he has erectile dysfunction and that y'all aren't into the lifestyle and you're thinking about a threesome and any tips, especially with your family and bosses and coworkers being on there as well. It's just one of those things. You might want to think that through just a scotch. Okay, so look at where it's at now. What's a closed group? A closed group, they can't see what you post, but they can see you're a part of the group. Mm-hmm. So let's say the group's name is hypothetically like We Are Swingers. Everybody can know that you're in a group called We Are Swingers. Yep. Okay, so if it's closed, like I said, they can't see what you post, but they know what groups you're in. And a secret group, so you're pretty much outing yourself.
You're outing yourself still. A secret group is nobody. You can't find it. If you search for Krazy Kasbh on Facebook, you will not find us.
No.
But we have over 2,300 members because we're a secret group. So that's the first thing. Know what group you're in and keep that in mind when you're posting. Okay? So let's take a minute. Let's talk about when you join a group, one of the big things, some groups have rules about how you have to have like an introductory post or a welcome post. Okay, number one, how you swing in the lifestyle, that is your choice. If they're making you do it, I wouldn't do it. Mm-mm. You don't have to have an introductory post, but you do want to read the rules of the group, what is and is not allowed, Okay, so that you're not right off the bat pissing off the admins of the group, and you know what to kind of expect in that group. And then you can post accordingly. See, this is really easy. All right, up to this point, it's super easy how you want to do this. So you want to kind of know what's going on with the group. If you want to do an introductory post, okay, the rules are kind of different for guys and girls a little bit on this.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to put a picture, put a nice picture. If you put a picture that just fucking says "come screw me," you're probably going to get bombed with friend requests and private messages, even if it's against the rules. It's the dumbest damn thing in the world. So you want to take and kind of think that through a little bit. Put a nice picture. You don't want to put one where you're like, covered in like Cheeto dust and shit like that. But I mean, you want to put a decent one. But keep in mind, if you're a chick and you put one on and it's nothing but your boobs, you're probably going to take and get a whole bunch of friend requests, whether you want them or not. Would you agree with that? As a woman, would you agree with that? Okay. As a guy, here's the deal. Put a decent picture on. So many times guys go on our page and their first picture, they look like shit. I mean, seriously, they go on there and they put a picture and they look crappy. They don't, it's like it's nothing. It doesn't look right in the least. So, at least put something that looks nice, complimentary. Maybe, I don't know, like you look clean. I
haven't seen any that look that bad.
Bullshit. I haven't. I have seen it all. So you want something that people are gonna go, oh hey, they look kind of cool. Maybe not the drunkest picture where you look like you're just about ready to pass out at the bar. Might not be the best one to start off with, right? Just saying. Okay, so think about your introductory post. Put something that's nice and welcoming, but within reason. If you're going to put an introductory post about yourself, hi, I am an age. You really don't have to put your life story.
You don't have to put your age.
You don't have to put your age, but you don't have to put your life story.
There's just some that put new to the group, rock on, welcome. There's some people that give a full description of what all they're looking for, rock on. That kind of narrows it down.
And there's some people that put a book. And then this one time at band camp, people will get in touch with you. You just have to keep it, give them leave them something, hope to learn more about you. If you just bomb right off the bat with just this huge dissertation of everything you've ever wanted, it's not a profile, it's a welcome post. Okay, here's the deal. We've seen this a million times. If this is all ways for you can be really, really effective. If people, they'll reach out to you. Okay, they absolutely will. If they're excited about, hey, somebody new. Every time somebody new goes on our page, they'll get 50 to 100 welcome messages. Guys, girls, couples, it doesn't matter. Because people are like, oh, sweet, somebody else like us. Rock on. So they're excited to meet it. But again, you have to be somewhat somewhat smart about what you post. If you tell everything, then we're going like, oh, okay, great. Or if you look like, like kind of weird or shit. It is what it is. People they can post shit that looks kind of weird.
Okay.
Just saying. Just a little bit.
All right.
Okay. So what I want to do now, I want to go ahead and we're going to take a quick break. I want to welcome the second half sponsors. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about how you respond to some posts. Okay? So we're going to take a quick break here so we can talk about our second house sponsors. Second house?
Second house, sure.
Second house, second, yeah. Next sponsor. Club G, where friends and pleasure come together. Come visit Club G, the hottest new lifestyle club in Des Moines. Over 3,200 square feet, huge dance floor, private play areas, and plenty of places for quiet conversation. Club G. Contact them for more information at dsmlsc01@gmail.com. All right, so we wanted to talk, I said we were going to talk about how you respond. Okay. How do I even start this? Okay, let's talk about guys responding to females, shall we? Yeah, I'm going to go there right off the bat. Look, when a pretty girl, a pretty woman puts a post on the page, they're new to the group. I understand that everybody wants to give people a compliment, right? And that's nice. People want to give compliments. That's a good thing. Sometimes what happens is this is where most guys come across thirsty. Mm-hmm. They come across
desperate.
Here's the thing. We're telling you all this because we actually want people to not come across this way, because we know a lot of people really aren't. You don't mean to. You think you're being complimentary, but the reality is you're really not being complimentary at all. Here's the thing. A simple welcome to the group, glad to have you, something like that, totally good. But where like our group, we add 10, 15, 20 people a day. And all of a sudden the same person every time goes, welcome beautiful, welcome sexy, hey baby, you're so gorgeous.
It's not even just on the welcome post, it's on every post.
It's on every post. Anytime there's a picture. You start to look desperate and needy. And the thing is that at that point in time, people they're no longer even acknowledging or they don't even care what you said. They're just like, oh my God. Because usually it's a shit ton of guys going on right off the bat, and they're just flooding it with these cheeseball lines. If you put cheeseball lines, pickup lines, you're going to be like a cheese ball. That's what people are going to think. It looks creeper as fuck. Mm-hmm. As a woman, what do you want to hear as a woman? What's like appropriate and what's over the line?
Well, when it comes to you post a picture and it's like, ooh, nice, sexy, always looking good or something like that. Fine. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is the ones that somebody will put a conversation starter, just to get people's opinions on, give me one-liners or whatever the case may be. And when they do that, then they say the cheesiest shit known to man. It's like, you do not have to try to put down what you think I want to hear. What would you really say? Right, exactly. And there you go. That is a great part of it. Be who you are. Don't try to take and answer accordingly for what everybody thinks they want it, what they think that you want to hear. People can see right through that, all the way through. Okay. Now we're getting a really good question here on our live, and I'm going to kind of deviate a little bit because for those that don't know, we also record this live on our Facebook page. Which, by the way, if you would like to become a part of our secret Facebook group, what you need to do is you need to send us an email at Krazy, Kasbh.gmail.com and say that you want to be added to our Facebook page, and we'll get in touch with you. Okay, so on our Facebook page, we have a rule. Our rule is that you have to take in to contact somebody else, to send somebody a private message that you have to ask on a post. Mm-hmm. Okay? The reason why we do that so that people are not getting just bombed with friend requests over and over and over again, and so that it tries to cut down, obviously, on drama and things like that. So the question is what if you don't want to ask on a post because then everyone else will see it and you don't want everybody to see that you asked for permission to send a private message? Okay, that's an excellent question, and I get that. Here's the thing. I think that steers more towards the fear of if the person says no. Okay? If they say no, you can't send a private message. And although I can appreciate that, and I understand nobody wants to get shot down in public or whatever, in terms of if anybody's afraid of asking that somebody's going to know that they're asking to talk to that person, at that point in time, you know what? We're all swingers. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. You're going to go up, and you shouldn't be hiding. You shouldn't be afraid to let anybody know that you're asking somebody else. Okay. In terms of the fear of the rejection part of it, I get it. Part of the rule with that as well is to respond appropriately. No thanks, not at this time, whatever the case may be. Now, just because someone necessarily says no doesn't necessarily mean that it's because they don't like you or anything else. It just is what it there could be a whole host of reasons why, but it just kind of keeps it simple. Mm-hmm. Yeah. When you run a page, you have to outweigh the difference between, what will take and
cause people get the least upset or the least bombed with unnecessary friend requests and things like that, and what will help people communicate the best. I mean, it's a fine line. Is there a perfect solution to that? No, there's not. Every page is a little bit different. That's why you need to read the rules of each page, right? That's why you need to read the rules. One of the things that's great, if you're someone that's open to private messages, you can put a post on the page, and we encourage this, open to private messages. So if that's something you're open and you want to receive those, then absolutely that's absolutely something that you probably should do, so that you let people know that you want that. But this way you're not getting bombed. We don't want people to get bombed. There's nothing more frustrating than getting 8,000 friend requests or 8,000 private messages just because you put like a hello, hi, or good morning post. Does that make sense? Well, you get it more than I do.
What?
You get those type of posts because you're a female. You get, the reality is females get a shit ton. Guys don't get as much.
I don't get that many.
you will get more than I do as a general rule. Most female. Okay, let's go back. Most females get more than guys.
Right.
It is what it is.
But since I get to see it on both ends, on my end and on your end, there are some women that don't, there's a lot of women that don't follow rules and just start bombarding you with pictures.
Not enough. Keep sending them to me.
Pictures and messages, and you get bombarded with that.
Right.
Where guys will ask permission, well, at least most of them, because they follow the rules.
Right.
But you're always going to have that one that doesn't.
Yeah, there's always going to be exceptions to the rule. Look, when you're on social media, what you have to always keep in mind is you have a responsibility to not start drama. Okay, no page encourages drama. So you have a responsibility to not start drama, right? And in turn, that is based on how you reply to things or on your posts. Okay, that was another area I was going to talk about, was you have to look at your posts and you have to make sure it's not something that's going to cause drama. It's not something that's going to get people pissed off and all riled up and create issues. Right? So if you want to be successful on social media and you want people to like you or want to talk with you, if you're a stirrer of the said shit pot, that is not gonna work.
There was the one guy that goes, well, I just thought I'd start a conversation. It's like, and you didn't think the conversation would go south at any point in time. If you think it's going to go south, that's drama. That's drama.
Yeah, don't share it. And on social media, here's the thing, on social media, you have 24-hour day access to it. So drama can get out of control just like that. Just boom. All of a sudden, next all hell is broken loose. You
go to bed and wake up the next morning and you just have a bunch of hate.
Yeah, I mean, and so you have to be conscious of that. You have to think about that and make sure that what you're posting and what you're doing is not creating drama. You always have to be aware of that, okay? The other thing that goes right along with that, remember the ultimate goal. The goal is to meet up with people, right? So remember the things that you're telling and the things that you're posting on social media, the pictures. We've talked about pictures before. It's just like any other page site. You want to keep that stuff real and true because ultimately at some point in time you're going to take and meet them. And so you're going to want to make sure that the things line up and meet. Okay? I have seen this on social media before, and it's really kind of funny. Someone will put why they can't go somewhere. We're not going out tonight because we don't feel well. And then 2 hours later, there's a picture of him at the bar just hammered, going, woo! And then guess what? People get pissed off because it's social media and they saw that shit. So you want to kind of keep that in mind as well.
Guess you weren't feeling so bad after all.
Now I'm feeling really sick because of a hangover. Weird. So here's the thing. Social media can be the most powerful, awesome thing in the lifestyle ever because you have almost instant access. You have opportunity to talk, to text, to send pictures and kind of get to know people, right? So before a big event, you have a chance to kind of get to know them. You can watch for their posts if you're in the same group or whatever the case may be. We see that a lot. People all the time will sit there and go, they're in the same group, and so they feel like they know them before the event ever happens. Well, that's what you want it to be, because then it's like the awkwardness is all gone and over right off the bat. So that's perfect, but you got to use it right.
Mm-hmm. There are so many different people with different personalities out there that there are some people that they only see what they want to see. Then there are others that see everything. Even when I go, wait, what? Well, did you see this guy? He commented to everybody's picture.
So what?
Okay. And there's what against it? Well, it makes him look desperate. Maybe he's trying to get to know everybody. Maybe he's trying to make friends. Who cares? But I'm just like going, really? You sit there and look at and see that? Okay.
You have to be. Here's the other thing with social media. You have to give people somewhat of a chance. Okay, you have to understand that some people are going to have a quirky sense of humor. They're going to have something, that's going to be like, wait a minute, what? That is off the wall shit. Maybe they have a real dry sense of humor. Maybe they're into something different than you are. Mm-hmm. Okay, so our page had this big deal. We're one of the few pages that have a lot of kinksters and swingers on it. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of the memes that the swingers or that the kinksters posted, that was no big deal. Some of the swingers were like, what the fuck is that? What do you mean she's tied up hanging from a butt hook? That can't be right. Well, if you're a kinkster, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to open your mind a little bit, and you have to take and say, hey, look, this is pretty cool, or what's this all about, and not just jump to a conclusion.
Yeah.
And you have to understand, some people, we just got done at Nomapalooza, the world famous Nomapalooza. One of the things that activity we had was cream corn wrestling. Okay, yeah. I mean, here's the deal. To the world, to Bones, the host of Nomapalooza, that was a bucket list item. Yeah. So, you know what? If you were just to tune onto our page and have seen the post about wrestling and cream corn, you might have been like, what? But hey, everybody's different. Was it a lot of fun? God, it was gross. But I had to referee that shit.
I was going to say, you ended up in it.
Just so you know, cream corn leaves a slime. I had to wash my jeans like 3 times. It was fucking, and I can't eat corn now. I've tried to open a can of corn. It won't work. But everybody's different. So you're going to see some of those things. So you can't don't just fucking jump to conclusions. Yeah. And social media is like the place. It's like the disease factory for people just to jump to conclusions. Mm-hmm. You have to keep that in mind. Okay. The other thing is and this is the other big one I want to touch on. When you're pissed off about something in the lifestyle, we've talked about this before, about like with flakes. Like if somebody flakes out on you're supposed to meet up and they flake out, whatever. The worst thing you can do is go on Facebook or Twitter or anywhere else and just fucking blast them. Mm-hmm. Because what you're doing is, at that point in time, you're going to scare the hell out of anybody else wanting to go out, because they're like, well, fuck, if we piss them off, they're going to blast us all over the page, whatever. So you want to make sure that you don't do that. Take a look at your post. If you're going to post something that you think is maybe it's emotionally driven, there we go. That's a good way to put it.
There you go.
Emotionally driven or alcohol fueled. Just saying. You might actually want to either think that through, reread it, or have somebody else read it before you post that. Uh-huh. Because once that shit's out there, here's the deal. You may think, I got it off there quick enough. Nobody saw it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bullshit. Trust me. There's always somebody on these pages. There's always somebody going to see it. So you really want to think that kind of stuff through just a little bit to make sure that, what you're posting, or that it has the right meaning. That's a big one. Mm-hmm. Make sure that can't be like misinterpreted. Mm-hmm. Have you guys all heard this at your jobs? It's like work emails. It's the same thing. You make sure that what you're getting through is makes sense. Oh, and hey, and I'm the world's worst speller. My sound guy is looking at me with a smirk at this. I'm the world's worst speller. Grammar size. Because your post can absolutely sound, like just fucking beyond stupid.
Yeah.
And you won't get laid if you sound dumb. You at all. So there you go. So that's just some of the hints on with social media. I want to go through here and look and see because we had lots of people commenting. We had a lot of people on live with us tonight, and that's what we love to hear. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to push something else. Can I do that?
Sure, it's your
my show.
It's yours. You can do whatever the hell you want.
So we always talk about our YouTube channel and the Krazy Quickies, and I absolutely encourage people to tune into those because they're just like a really quick hit, shorter version of what we're doing here, and they're really really good. But I want you guys' feedback. One of the things that we're really big on here at the Krazy Truth is that we want to talk about stuff that you guys, there we go, camera, that you guys have questions on. And the thing is, there's no question that is stupid or dumb or shouldn't be asked. And you know what? If we've talked about it in the past, that's okay. We'll cover it again because we constantly have more new people listening. So take an opportunity, listen to our stuff, and we'll hit on, I'll do my plug for our stuff in a bit. But send us your questions. Send us your topics. What are the things that you guys face out there? Because, we're in the Midwest, right? So what we face is a little bit, some things are the same. Sex is sex. Penis goes here.
Does it really?
But there's some things that other parts of the country is a little bit different. So we want your perspectives and we want to answer those types of questions for you. Just saying. Mm-hmm. And as we get ready to go into, the greatest time of the year in the swinger calendar. Halloween. Yay. As we're getting ready to go into Halloween season, I also want to take this as a big opportunity to...
Why is it so big?
Because it gives you a chance because you can dress and be whatever you want to be.
So is it pretty much hiding so you can come out of hiding? Or
a little bit.
Is it because you can look slutty and it's okay out in public?
That a little bit too. I think Halloween gives you a chance to... Okay, that Halloween, think about all the holidays as a kid. Christmas was right up there, right? Because you got stuff. But Halloween was the one that was fun because you got candy and you got to go be something else. So now you get to go be something else and have sex with other people too.
Yeah.
Christmas didn't include sex. I mean, it wasn't part of the type of holiday. It could. Fill my stocking. But
we always did after we got... after Santa came, we made sure
cookie, milks, and sex. And the sound guy's loving that too. No, but it's just I think where else can you go as a feather duster?
Oh Jesus!
Well, as adults, Halloween, all the rules that your parents said you can't do that, you can't do that. This way you can. That's why. I'm just saying, it is what it is.
At least some people are creative. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, look, everybody knows when you're building a costume for a swinger party, you take into account how fast you can get it off. Yeah. Okay, when I
was a Smurf, that was not quick to get off.
No, that was not quick to get off. No, that one was not. But what did we talk about? Well, there's one that I wanted to wear makeup for, and you said, well, you can, but remember,
it's going to smear.
It's going to smear. So after you get done, then to go back, it's going to be all smeared.
I did.
So, and that altered what it did. So there you go. But anyway, we digress. What I wanted to say before going into the Halloween season, the party season, because this is when everything starts to ramp up. We don't talk about this a lot. We don't talk about it enough. We do on the page a little bit. Make sure that if you have not been tested, you get tested. Get tested before the Halloween parties. If you're actively playing, get tested after the Halloween parties. Remember, we all have a responsibility to keep each other safe. You have a responsibility for yourself. So make sure you do that because, a Halloween party is fun and you want the memories to last forever. Just not the disease to go with it. Just saying. So with that being said, it's time to go.
That went quick.
That went quick. You want to do yours first?
You were awfully chatty.
I got a lot of sleep last night.
We got home at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Naughty Pops. Are you looking for lollipops with adult shapes for any any special occasion? Bachelor, bachelorette parties, gag gifts, and more? They have tons of gourmet flavors that are shipped right to your door.
Go ahead.
You can order yours today at www.naughtipopsnow.etsy.com and tell them Crazy Truth sent you.
And don't forget, Club G, where friends and pleasure come together. Make sure you visit them. They are all excited about their huge Halloween party, October 27th. You need to get a hold of them. They have a limited number of tickets, 150 tickets available. And so come one, come all, first come, first serve. So you need to reach out to them at dsmlsc01@gmail.com. All right, and
if you're watching our Crazy Quickies,
yeah,
each week we're going to have on a different Halloween costume.
That's right, we are. We're going to be decorated accordingly.
So it'll be entertaining, so you need to watch that and see what we're dressed up as. Who knows?
Celebrate the seasons. So, hey, and if you like what you're hearing, obviously there's a couple places you can follow us. You can follow us at, where else can you follow us at? You can follow us...
You don't know?
Oh, that's right, yeah. Well, okay, so you can follow us on Instagram. That would be crazy underscore Kasbh.
Did you lose your notes?
Oh, fuck. Crazy underscore Kasbh. You can follow us on Twitter at Truth Crazy. We're almost at a milestone there, so sign up there. You can follow. Don't forget to follow us.
Instagram.
I did Instagram already.
Okay.
And you can also, if you like what you hear, hopefully you do, because at this point in time I can't remember. You can follow us on our Patreon, or you can contribute to our Patreon at www.patreon.com. Oh, God.
Did you tell me about your Facebook page?
I haven't even finished yet. www.patreon.com/Krazy Kasbh. You can also follow us on Facebook at Crazy Truth. And again,
YouTube?
YouTube, that's right. You can follow us on our YouTube channel, which is Kasbh, Kasbh. And you can also, you know what everybody needs for Halloween? You can go as us, get some swag, get some merchandise, get some t-shirts. Teespring.com/crazy, no, /stores/Kasbh. All right, let's try this over. If you want a t-shirt, you can follow us at teespring.com/store/crazy truth. Crazy truth. That's it.
It'll be
Go
popped up.
We'll have it up on that screen so you can see it. Good Lord.
Jesus.
And send us emails at crazy.kasbh@gmail.com. Send us your stories. Send us your love. Send us your hate mail. We really want to do a hate mail show.
That would be kind of fun.
Anyways, until next time, holy fuck. Doing it the only way I know how and the only fucking way I want to. Kasbh style. Out.
Bye.